The moment Captain Riker laughed at her uniform, the entire platoon turned to watch. He pointed at her rank patch and told her she did not belong among real leaders. She answered with a calm voice that cut through the morning air. She said everyone on that base reported to her, including him. Nobody believed her at first. They were about to learn the truth the hard way. What city are you watching from today? If this story resonated with you, hit subscribe for more real stories about extraordinary people. The story begins with a young soldier named Maya Hart. She had just transferred to Fort Bryer, a base known for strict discipline and an unforgiving chain of command. Most soldiers arrived with strong reputations or recommendations. Maya arrived with none. She wore a simple uniform, carried a small backpack, and kept her introduction short. She said she was here for an assignment. No one knew more than that. What most soldiers did not realize was that Maya came from a classified unit. Her rank was real, yet her uniform hid the symbols that would have exposed her identity. She had moved through war zones and led operations that never reached public reports. She walked with quiet confidence. But quiet confidence often attracts the wrong kind of attention. The first person to underestimate her was Captain Riker. He believed rank was earned only through loud commands and public victories. When he saw her standing in a line of recruits, he smiled as if she were a child pretending to play soldier. During the morning briefing, Captain Riker walked past Maya and smirked. He asked her why she was standing with people below his command structure. She replied that she was instructed to observe. Riker laughed and announced to the platoon that someone must have sent her to the wrong building. The soldiers around her tried not to react. Some exchanged glances. Some looked away. Everyone sensed conflict coming. Riker ordered her to run drills with the lowest rank group. Maya followed the order without complaint. She completed every task with flawless precision. She climbed obstacles faster than the younger recruits. She carried the full gear pack over uneven terrain without slowing her pace. Soldiers whispered to each other about her strength and control, yet Riker continued to dismiss her. During a tactical planning session, Riker asked for volunteers to solve a simulated hostage scenario. Maya stepped forward. Riker chuckled and invited her to explain her plan. She calmly described a method that eliminated risks, protected all units, and left no casualties. Her strategy was detailed and efficient. Some of the senior lieutenants paused, surprised. Riker waved her off. He claimed her plan sounded like something pulled from a training manual. He ordered his staff to use a plan of his own. The exercise ended in failure. The simulated hostages were lost. The instructors marked the event as one of the worst performances of the month. Whispers spread across the base about the new soldier, who seemed to know more than the commanding officers. Riker grew irritated. His pride was louder than his logic. He began searching for ways to embarrass her. He assigned her to weapons inspection duty, a tedious task that required hours of checking equipment. When she finished early with perfectly documented results, he assigned her to run drills with every platoon. She completed each set faster than expected. His frustration deepened. One afternoon, during a leadership class, Riker stood in front of the room and pointed at Maya. He claimed she did not understand real leadership. He told the group she was only here to follow orders, not give them. The room fell silent. Maya looked at him without flinching. She asked one question. She asked if he truly believed leadership came from volume and visible rank alone. Riker stepped closer. He asked her what she knew about rank. He claimed she had none worth mentioning. He said no one above him would ever trust someone like her with authority. She stood, straightened her uniform, and prepared to end the charade. Maya walked to the front of the room with calm steps. She asked Riker for permission to speak to the group. He allowed it, thinking she would only embarrass herself further. She introduced herself with her full name and her real designation. She announced that she was Lieutenant Colonel Maya Hart from a classified command branch. She revealed that her arrival at Fort Bryer was part of an operational assessment from higher headquarters. Her task was to evaluate leadership competence among the officers. For several heartbeats, no one reacted. Then she pulled a sealed mission folder from her bag. The emblem on the document verified her authority. Every officer in the room recognized it. Only high-ranking officials carried that emblem. Maya then turned to Captain Riker. She stated, with unwavering clarity, that every person on the base reported to her during the assessment period. She added that his treatment toward a superior officer demonstrated reckless behavior, poor judgment, and a lack of respect for the chain of command. The room did not move. The silence felt heavy and final. Riker's face lost its confident expression. He attempted to speak, but Maya continued. She stated that leadership was not measured by volume or intimidation. It was measured by discipline, integrity, and the ability to elevate those under command. She announced that his behavior had been documented and would be reviewed by senior officials. The officers in the room watched the shift of authority with complete clarity. The soldier they had underestimated was now the highest-ranking officer present. Over the next month, Maya conducted her assessment with fairness and strength. Many officers approached her for guidance. She taught them discipline through example rather than humiliation. Even the youngest recruits found comfort in her leadership style. She led with quiet confidence, proving that true command never requires arrogance. Captain Riker faced disciplinary action and mandatory retraining. Maya never spoke to him with anger. Instead, she encouraged him to rebuild himself as a leader with humility. She believed every soldier deserved a chance to grow, even those who had underestimated her. When her assessment was complete, Maya prepared to leave the base. The soldiers gathered to thank her. Some saluted her with genuine respect. Others admitted they had misjudged her. She accepted their words with grace. Before she stepped into the transport vehicle, a young recruit asked her how she stayed calm despite the mockery. She replied that rank is not worn on a sleeve. Rank lives in the choices a person makes. She said that strength without humility is weakness disguised as authority, and real leaders never need to shout to be heard. Her words stayed on that base long after she left. Fort Bryer changed because of her presence. Soldiers trained harder, officers treated subordinates with respect, and leadership became something deeper and more honest. Maya returned to her classified unit with a sense of peace. She had reminded an entire base that true authority is measured not by symbols, but by character. What did this story make you feel? Where are you watching from? Subscribe to Soul Relief Stories for more real stories that heal the heart.